differences between the two tracks?
So teaching style, I would say that depends on what grade. I feel like 10th grade for us, it's kind of like, it's strict, of course, because it's school, but it's a little more like easygoing because we don't have like huge exams at the end of the year.
In IB, you kind of have, you have like finals in each grade, but then 11th and 12th grade are kind of just one huge grade.
Okay.
It's just preparing you for the huge exam at the end.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. But it's okay, it's cool.
Can you tell me a little bit about the French track? I know that you guys have a weekly test on Thursdays and stuff.
Basically what we do is we have a schedule at the beginning of the year which is assigned to us. Each week we have a different subject about the test, and depending on the subject it's going to go from 2 hours to 3 hours and a half.
Our hardest subject in French back would be more like math or the sciences or French itself, because we have dissertation, this kind of stuff. But I feel like IB the hardest is English. No, I don't know.
No, I don't really know. I feel like they're kind of evenly
Okay.
What's the word?
Spread out.
Spread out. Thank you. In IB, they really want you to understand that each subject is equal.
Yeah.
No subject is more important, and yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
So TOK stands for Theory of Knowledge, where you're essentially learning how people learn and the science of learning. It's a little bit difficult to explain without going really in depth.
Different requirements for course selection. You're obligated to do every single course, because I feel like in IB you can choose the number.
After, in 11th and 12th grade, you can choose standard or higher level, and it's 6, I think, that you can choose, and I think that's cool.
I feel like the French, the beginning of the year, you're given the schedule. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to be in 4 classes of science and 5 classes of French. There's nothing you can actually change about that. But IBU, when you get older, you can say, okay, I kind of want to have 2 classes of science and more of math.
Yeah.
We're always told by our CAS advisor that it doesn't matter the amount of hours that you do, it's the commitment to doing something. Technically, according to the IB, it's 150 hours of community service, I think. But I know that you guys have some required community service, but I don't know how much it is.
We have to do 20 hours of community service each year, and I don't know, you can practically do anything you want. I mean, there's not really any rubrics that you could use, I guess.
There's questions and comments from other students that we're going to respond to. So, what countries accept the IB diploma?
I'm pretty sure or almost all countries, now, almost all countries accept the IB diploma. Most universities accept it, I think. So it's pretty open. Yeah.
What exactly is the diploma that you get in the French track? Because in IB you can get a normal high school diploma plus the IB diploma.
Well, not really, it's just the French bac is a French bac. You can take some tests alongside it, such as concours général, which basically assesses your overall performance in some classes.
And then, the statement. I think teachers in IB are less strict than teachers in the French track. I don't really agree with that. I feel like it's just a different way of teaching.
Exactly.
It might seem less strict to some people, but I really don't think so.
So French track, it's you have to do this, you have to be able to do this homework for tomorrow, you have to do this. It's strict, forward, you have to do this. IB is more strict in a hidden way, so that it is strict, but more about the person and not really about the teacher asking the person what to do.
Exactly, yeah. I thought it was going to be so much harder.
Yeah.
I feel that went,
it was just a conversation.
We kind of talked, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a conversation. And we have a lot of these conversations with Asia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
I was 6 years old.